Welcome back, Internet, to another episode of Nerdlocker, a place for your inner nerd. My name is Brandon.
And I'm Gabby.
And this is episode 85.
This week, interestingly enough, we have some Jurassic Park 4 news for you.
And will Christopher Nolan be making another Batman film?
No. Unfortunately, we do have to talk about Transformers 4 as well, because apparently people still want to make this movie. So let's get to it.
So, if you live in Vegas, you are in luck because on Saturday, July 7th, Maximum Comics will be showing a screening of The Evil Dead at Rave Motion Pictures in Town Square.
Which is awesome in itself, but if that's not enough, Cirque Michaels is going to be there doing trivia, giving away prizes, and the movie screening is free. If you don't know who Cirque Michaels is, he's actually got his own show going on here in town at the V Theater at Planet Hollywood. It's Cirque Michaels Productions presents Evil Dead the Musical.
What? You can't even get better than that.
I mean, that is
come
awesome.
on. So yeah, July 7th, free movie, free prizes. Be sure to check it out. So we are less than 1 month from The Dark Knight Rises. Yes. I am so excited.
I am excited.
But there's a question that seems to be looming in the air, is that Christopher Nolan, will he ever be directing another Batman film?
I've got an answer for you.
Yes?
No.
Why?
His wife and producing partner Emma Thomas came out and blatantly said no.
But that doesn't make any sense. That's why. He's so good at it.
Right, he's good at it. There's already a story with a beginning, middle, and end.
But he does such a good job. I mean, like, I've been watching the other Batman movies. Not, like, preparing or anything, just they've been on TV a lot. And even the good ones, like the ones I grew up with, they're just so corny now, and his are so good.
They're corny. Do you want them to get corny again?
No.
They might get corny again if he runs out of stories or ideas.
But he's a genius.
Well, you know what? He may not be the director that Batman always has, but he was the director that Batman needed. It's okay.
Well said, Haley.
It's okay.
Well said. Well, it looks like Universal isn't going to play around with the new Bourne movie coming out. They are moving it back a week so they don't have to compete with Batman at the box office.
Well, I think it's a brave move. Instead of saying that we're afraid of The Dark Knight Rises, they're saying we know The Dark Knight Rises is going to mess with our ratings and our views. And I think that's a bold move. I think it's okay for them to do that, especially with the Avengers situation.
Yeah, well, they took note after the Avengers came out and just said, I mean, these movies dominate at the box office, so instead of coming out on the same weekend, we'll wait a week and, you know, try to not get completely blown out of the water. But
I'm okay with it. I think it's okay for them to say that. At least they're admitting it.
Absolutely.
So.
But speaking of getting blown out the water, the director of Battleship has come out and said that he directly blames Avengers for how poor Battleship did. That Battleship's a good movie and nobody saw it just because Avengers came out.
And I think that's very unprofessional to say, Avengers, you ruined my movie. I mean, come on, grow up.
Especially when you make a crappy movie based on a board game. Like, whether Avengers came out that week or not, I was not sitting at home going, I want to see Battleship.
Who sat in the conference room and voted for that?
Who
I wouldn't have voted for that.
Battleship? Like, that means the guy came in and he's like, hey, listen, we're going to take that board game, Battleship, and we're going to turn it into a movie. And someone went,
I don't understand
yes!
I don't
Here's
understand
a bag
it.
of money.
What other board games are they going to do? Shoots and Ladders?
You know what? And when Shoots and Ladders comes out and no one goes sees it, I hope they don't blame it on Iron Man 3, because it's not going to be Iron Man 3's fault.
Do you agree with us? Let us know in the comments.
All right, so I got to say right now, first off, it goes along with what we were talking about a little bit, but one of my favorite movies of the last year was probably The Muppets.
Easily.
That was
such a good
one of the
movie.
best movies I've seen. It was just, yeah, exactly. I really love what they did with the human Muppet interaction. I know we've seen it before in Muppet movies, but they did it really good in this one. And I don't know, I just want to see that in more genres. Like, I want to see.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I want to see that maybe more adult.
Oh, well, you're in luck because we're talking about the Happytime Murders.
What?
The Brian Henson directed Happytime Murders.
Like Jim
the
Henson?
son of Jim.
The fruit of his loins.
The fruit of Jim's loins is directing Happytime Murders.
Yes.
And we talked about this a long time ago on Nerdlocker. You know, brought it up when it was first, done. But the scribe for the movie came out and he said this is a very serious and very dark movie.
Okay.
With puppets.
Okay, so like we're saying Little Miss Sunshine Dark?
Darker.
Donnie Darko
Darker.
Dark Knight.
Darker.
Oh, I don't even.
He came out and said he wants this movie to be the Heat of Muppet movies.
Okay, all right, you got me there.
Okay,
The Heat is one of the best movies I've ever seen in my life, ever made. Michael Mann was a genius in that movie.
I want to come out of the conversation for a second and say that I absolutely love that we live in a world where someone woke up and just said, "I want to make Heat with puppets." Like that sounds so
anything's possible,
awesome
dude.
to me.
Anything's possible. But this sounds really, really awesome. I'm really stoked for this. I mean, I'll be honest. I've already bought 5 tickets for the movie.
Yeah, I'm already in line.
I'm already in line.
And on top of this, he's promised violence, murder, sex.
Hey, I've always wanted to see puppet fellatio. I mean, I just want to know how it works. I'm not like into that. I just want to see how it happens.
Before you reveal too much, you'll probably get to see it in this movie. So I'm stoked. Let us know what you guys think about Muppet movie murders.
Puppet fellatio. It just seems so weird to me.
Sounds awesome.
So we got a little bit of news about the second Kick-Ass movie. Apparently, they are casting right now for the evil Uncle Ralph, the uncle of Red Mist, who's got to be more evil than his dad. So that's a little intimidating. Plus, they gave us some news about Hit Girl and where her character is going to be going in the second movie. It's a little scary because, I mean, apparently there's some mean girls involved. So
I don't know why you would pick on her, because that's sort of what they alluded to, that her identity comes out, so they know who she is, and they pick on her.
Yeah.
It seems like the dumbest idea in the world. I'm very curious about this because in the press release we read, it looked like it was nothing like Kick-Ass 2, the comic books. And I really like the comic books.
Of course.
But my fear was that how are they going to translate this into a film? So I like the idea of changing it up and doing an original script, but a concern that we both had is it seems to be they're introducing a character with powers.
Yeah, and that's way out of the context of Kick-Ass the comic book. I mean, if you remember the first one, the first movie, he's even narrating on the fact that why hasn't anyone ever gotten up and done this before? And now in the second movie, they're going to have people with powers. That's kind of cheating the whole idea.
Yeah, I hope they take very good care on how they do this. It's supposedly a girl who is against Hit Girl, who has the ability to read people's minds and possibly control their actions. So I really, really hope they're careful with how they write that. Otherwise, I'm excited because we have the whole cast returning from the first one. Obviously, if they live, they're returning. So I'm really, really excited by this.
Yeah, that's all good, actually. The casting is really exciting. I'm glad they're not replacing anybody. But honestly, I just think they take a second look at the script and decide to not throw any powers into this movie. Or if anything, at least make it make sense, like with Kick-Ass is not feeling any pain, you know?
That's a good point. Really good point.
Maybe they'll do it that way.
Universal is moving forward with its plans for a 4th Jurassic Park movie. The writers of Rise of the Planet of the Apes will be writing it.
Okay.
And it will be produced by Spielberg, but not directed.
Okay, all right. It sounds pretty awesome. Rise of the Planet of the Apes was an amazing movie, and I think those guys could get a grip on that, like a really good grip.
It seems like they're...
But personally, like Jurassic Park 4, it's kind of, I don't know. I just feel like we can probably move on. I mean, hear me out. Dino Crisis. If you guys ever played that video game, it's a PlayStation game. It was like Resident Evil, but with dinosaurs.
Well, actually,
I think that would be awesome.
The original idea for the 4th one was that people were going to be experimenting with the dinosaur DNA and injecting it into human bodies, and there was going to be like this group of like raptor mercenary people.
Dude, that sounds awesome.
Well, how does that sound awesome?
Because that's like Street Sharks. That's like Street Sharks, but they're like Black Ops or it's like Street Sharks and Call of Duty meet up and like have a baby.
Damn it, that does sound like
Street. That sounds really awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah. Well, I'll make that movie.
When are we getting a Street Sharks movie?
Right?
So one game franchise that I love is Lego, and it looks like they're kind of expanding their world and making a movie now based on the Batman Lego series called Lego Pieces of Resistance.
And big names are going to be in this movie, including Will Arnett as Batman, Channing Tatum as Superman, and Chris Pratt will be playing an ordinary Lego-abiding citizen, but he actually has a pretty big role in this movie.
Yeah, he's playing like the lead. Yeah, it's really interesting to me that it's really comedic actors, and even the producer of Robot Chicken is co-directing it. I think it's going to take a very interesting comedic role.
Definitely, and Lego picks some interesting people to be in this movie for sure. But even from the games, I've heard some really good things about them. I haven't played them yet, but from children to adults, I've heard amazing things about this franchise, and I think it'll be fun. I
think that's what's great about it, is that it's going to be fun for everybody to watch.
Definitely.
And there's going to be comedic actors, so that means that it's going to be really upbeat. upbeat, and I don't think there's ever going to be a dull moment in it, and I think that's going to be really fun.
And Lego is a classic, and I haven't seen anything wrong from them yet, so why not throw another movie in the mix?
Yeah, and what I'm really excited for is that it sounds like it's going to be live action mixed with animated, so I'm really curious to see what they do with that. Maybe like a Roger Rabbit thing?
Ooh, that'd be awesome.
That'd be cool.
Let us know what you think.
So we have some really like sad news today. Apparently, truthfully, I don't even really know how to say this right now, but
just get it out.
Apparently, Michael Bay still thinks that we want a Michael Bay directed Transformers movie. I mean,
It's okay. I'll take this. Michael Bay has come out and said that even though it's a brand new cast, don't be confused. The first 3 movies happened, but this is still part of the franchise. It's not a reboot, and they're just moving forward. That's,
but how? Where
Well,
do you pick up from?
Well, he sat down with the writer, and I guess they're writing the 4th one about the new story and everything that's going to be going on.
What story though? There was no story in the other ones.
No,
It was
there
just
wasn't.
robots fighting for 3 movies, and
None of it. I mean, I don't know where he's going with this either. None of it really made sense, especially the ending. You like how the 3rd one ended, where everyone just kind of died, and like some people were sitting there battle damaged, and it just ends. The credits.
I just don't get it. I don't get it. Why are you gonna do it? Why are you gonna keep doing this? Are you gonna do this to yourself? You're gonna hurt your ego, bro.
Well, if it helps you out, the budget for the 4th movie has been cut $30 million from the 3rd movie.
So it's not even gonna have cool graphics?
Doesn't look like it. We're sorry to have to bring this to you guys. I know nobody wants a 4th Transformers movie from Michael Bay, but
I'm done.
looks like it's happening.
I'm done with Transformers.
We'll keep you updated
Sorry.
as we learn more.
Can't do this.
Hey guys, my pick this week is going to be a band called Imagine Dragons. They are a local band, but they've gotten some fame recently, at least as far as the local radio goes, and I really love them. They unfortunately only have a 6-track EP out right now, but I strongly suggest it. It's got major repeatability, and you're going to just keep listening to it on repeat. Check them out, Imagine Dragons.
Hey nerds, Kit here, and my pick of the week is Chimichanga by Eric Powell. It's a very short graphic novel. It's a quick read, but it's a lot of fun. Just a quick synopsis, it's about the bearded lady as a child and her adventures with the egg that she finds. So check it out, let me know what you think.
Hey there guys, Cubby here with my pick this week. It's gonna be Crossbows in Skyrim's first DLC, Dawnguard. Just got it. Can't wait to get out of here so I can go play it again. You guys need to check it out. If you haven't been playing Skyrim, you're doing something wrong with your life. Get Dawnguard, go kill vampires, or be a vampire. Check it out, guys.
What's going on, guys? Brandon here, and my pick this week is Fat Kid Rules the World. It's a movie. It's a good movie. You can actually request it in your city by going to tugthefatkid.com. This is the directorial debut of Matthew Lillard. I actually had a chance to interview him, so check that out on the website. But in the meantime, watch this movie. Very, very good, very touching.
Hey guys, this is Haley, and my pick of the week this week is going to be a Funny or Die video. Now, it's got a really long title. I'm not going to make you remember the whole thing, but just search Moonrise Kingdom on there and you will find it. It's Jason Schwartzman. His character, Scoutmaster Cousin Ben, he is showing a screening of Moonrise Kingdom to his scouts, and it's adorable. And if you remember my review of Moonrise Kingdom, I said the one weak part in that is that there was enough Jason Schwartzman. So now you got it. It's hilarious and it's great. And Wes Anderson directed it for Funny or Die, so go check it out.
All right, nerds, that is going to do it for episode 85 of Nerdlocker. But until next week, be sure to check us out on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and nerdlocker.com for all your nerdy news. My name is Brandon.
And I'm Cubby.
And you guys have a nerdy week.